as a federal government badged Republic State Militia bounty hunter, you can order the sheriff or U.S. Marshals to arrest any foreign commercial state insurrection agent and the seizure of any foreign commercial construction product, or claim 10% as the federal government bounty hunter and up to 50% as the federal government prosecuting private attorney general of their foreign state commercial individual or corporation bail bonds in the name of just compensation that is due the real federal republic government. And the bounties are addressed in the reward postings for the foreign commercial insurrection banking bar agents in corporations, such as Title 15 USC 1 and 2, 1 million per individual and 100 million per corporation. If you guys remember what we discussed last time, his letter to my questions to the attorneys, you know, when he gets something in reply, you know, this is what he referred to. He was like, hey, I got a question for you. Tell me how this isn't fraud, what you're doing with my mini, what do you call it? With his surety bonds. And he pointed these out. And so he not only asked a question where if they answered, they would incriminate themselves, but he also put in there Title 15 USC 1 and 2. And he's just like, if you keep pushing me and you won't give me my remedy, I'm going to go ahead and come after you as the bounty hunter. That's why every time Patrick Devine submitted his SF 30, 14, 14, 14, 16, 14, 18 forms with his endorsement on the back of his bills, he also sent it with his public identification card, which it has his badge and foreign grantor trust ID on there, as well as him invoking the Republic under Article 4 in which he's operating. So that was the trifecta that he built. Moving on. Who really knows the American banking constitutional laws? The fraudulent and foreign commercial banking laws, banking insurrection states located within the boundaries of the Republic States of America is a total violation of the Constitution per Article 4, Section 3. Patrick Devine says, wake up, America, including all constitutional republic law enforcement agents, because you are also getting screwed by the foreign communistic bar associations. These foreign banking control commercial states, then by their foreign bar agents, they have imposed fraudulent laws and codes in the order to trick or force the American people into unconstitutional commercial contracts known as a UCC contract trust, issued and licensed out by the Commercial Department of the Treasury. The American Bar Association was then declared to be a foreign commercial communistic organization by the 1958 National Congress years ago. And it is still operating today under its same communistic modus operandi. The lower level members do not know that but they are getting kickback payments, and their court actions tell the rest of the story. Communists hate individual freedoms and private property ownership. But just look at their laws, their court rulings against the individual freedoms and confiscations of property in their commercial foreign banking state prisons for profits. The Bar Association operates as a hidden foreign commercial banking bounty hunter, with the bounty hunter system in this nation to file a 10% bail bonds claim using the court cases showing that the fugitive was present in the court. He wasn't, but the court claiming you, the living, were the fugitive slave. Therefore, they can suck off assets from our UCC contract trust performance and payment bonds, because these bonds are in fact bailment bonds for our fictional slaves, and they are fugitives from the Republic State and are being held in one of the foreign commercial, all caps states, commercial judicial bail bond slave depositories. The invoked constitutional republic laws. The American people are the executive owners per the preamble. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Patrick writes, it is very clear by the first 7 words, the people are the United States, and not the national government nor territorial states. Also, this is the same in every state constitution. The National Republic Constitution of Article 4, the United States People's Article. Section 1, full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. And the Congress may, by general laws, prescribe the manner in which such acts, records, and proceedings shall be proved, and the effect thereof. Your proof of the United States Republic banking assurance, a non-usury insurance. Patrick writes that a public act is a public debt, and therefore the people's full faith and credit from the national treasury was to make good on any public debts. There was to be no debtor prisons in this nation. HJR 192 is the general law which prescribed the manner in which the public act of the debt was to be set off using the SF-30 and the UCC Contract Trust bail bonds as the surety, controlled by the DOJ Justice Finance Office. Section 2. The citizens of each state shall be entitled to the privileges and immunities of citizens in several states. A person charged in any state with treason, felony, or any other crime who shall flee from justice and be found in another all-cap state shall, on demand of the executive authority of the state from which he fled, be delivered up to be removed to the state having jurisdiction of the crime. Patrick writes, by a valid executive owner of age as a Supreme Court validated unlicensed executive bounty hunter, private attorney general, and Republic bank examiner. Section 2 goes on, no person held to service or labor in one state under the laws, therefore escaping into another, shall, in consequence of any law or regulation therein, be discharged from such service or labor, but shall be delivered up on the claim of the party to whom such services or labor may be due. Patrick writes, the valid party is the executive owner of age, executive bounty hunter, private Republic bank examiner. This action of discharge is also addressed in the 14th Amendment, Section 4. Section 3. The new states may be admitted by the Congress into this union, but no new state shall be informed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state be formed by the junction of 2 or more states, or parts of states, without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as the Congress. Patrick writes, the United States and the state of are new commercial unconstitutional insurrection corporation states for unjust profits. Section 3 continued. The Congress shall have power to dispose of and make all needful rules and regulations respecting the territory or other property belonging to the United States. And nothing in this Constitution shall be so construed as to prejudice any claims of the United States or of any particular state. Patrick writes, "You are the living United States." Section 4, final section. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion, and on application of the legislator or the executive, when the legislator cannot be convened, against domestic violence. Patrick writes, "As you are the living United States, you shall always invoke the laws of the Republic as the superior laws." This is how you invoke the superior laws. This is how Patrick Devine did it. He had "we the people and American public citizens" proof of public law identification. Under Article 4, Section 2, the citizens of each state shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of citizens in several states. He writes, "In the American Republic, the highest usage of the phrase United States belongs to we the people, and not to the fixed land or the constitutional public servant banking government. I stand over the commercial for-profit United States banking government. As I am the Republic grantor and guarantor, I have full rights as a U.S. Republic law enforcement executive banking examiner over my public and commercial accounts and contracts. An American public citizen's right and freedoms as a privilege in a right to contract using an implied surety or fictional slave person, and an immunity means you are not to be forced into a contract." Patrick writes, "I invoke the laws of the Republic as a bank grantor, United States Executive Republic law banking enforcement, owner, bounty hunter, private attorney general, one having a Republic executive banking examine authority based upon the constitutional preambles of ownership and as being an 1872 Supreme Court validated U.S. law enforcement agent. Basically, the Federal Republic executive powers of a bank owner, bounty hunter, private attorney general are further confirmed in the National Bank Republic Constitution and the State Bank Republic Constitution per Article 2, Section 2, as the state militia, and all of Article 4 and the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 14th Amendment." And at the bottom, he has it notarized. And as you can see, he has his identification of the republic in which he is operating. The grantor number is the foreign grantor trust number, which is his foreign jurisdiction. The foreign jurisdiction to the for-profit United States, all caps, or state of all caps, is the U.S. Republic. He's putting himself in the U.S. Republic. His badge represents the foreign status that he holds, and his identification further confirms his status as the executive owner, bounty hunter, private attorney general, with his left and right index finger, and even says in the de jure state in which he is operating. This is what he sends. This is what he signed, sealed. Sealed means fingerprint. And as you can see, his individual public banker EIN is on here as well. This completes the trifecta. You have your foreign grantor trust, and you have your private bank. And now he's able to act as the bounty hunter to go receive the bailments that are being held in his surety accounts, and they are funded by the performance and the payment bond, okay? And he's liquidating them, and he's using his banking forms. You have to use banking forms if you're going to liquidate these assets. What are your banking forms? That's the standard forms from the GSA, which are the SF30, 1414, 1416, and the 1418. When you utilize your authority in the right way and you use the banking forms in the right way, you will get your remedy. That's why Patrick Devine's final process was so powerful. He had a private identification, which he was verified, which not only he sent over to get his bailments, but this is what he submitted for his UCC contract trust account as well. So when he sent in all of his forms and did a silver surety bond and whatever agreements, I mean, we went over that with Iris in the last one with her homework assignment. This was in there as well. So then when you are corresponding with a bank or a private institution or a public institution, and then they're cross-referencing their records, they see what this is on file. This also goes for courts or law enforcement or anything like that. You are also law enforcement. This is how you operate in the private with your private identification.